announcement.
Okay, let me put that.
All right, it is 10:30 and welcome to today's live lesson session. And I'm going to be presenting a ReadyGen foundational skills for K-2. And today's lesson is going to be on rhyming words, which is lesson 1 from, I took it straight out of ReadyGen's Savis, which is right in here on the teacher's guide. And actually, I'm going to cheat. I'm going to go right back here to this part right here. So if I go to the Teacher's Expanded Foundational Skills Introduction, it takes me straight to that lesson that's in the teacher's guide. It talks about rhyming. So the first lesson is rhyming sounds. So I created one without having to use any PDFs, without having to really do a whole lot. This is a real simple lesson to create for the younger grades. And this is what it looks like. So this is a Cami lesson, and I just used Google Slides. It's called Rhyming Words. As you can see, this is the first slide right here. I have my video of me explaining to the students what that looks like and what they're going to be doing. And I've explained what this green button is. And so if the students click on this green button here, it takes them to the next slide where I go over the lesson of rhyming can and fan. And the next part is I tell them to click the green button again. So these videos here on the side just simply explain the entire lesson throughout. But then this slide, I actually used a different tool in Cami, which is called the screen capture. So the screen capture tool allows me to show my screen with a video of me in the bottom corner. And you can see if I bring that up, I'm right here, but I'm showing my entire screen here instead. So I'm going to cancel that. And so I go through, whoops. So that shows me explaining what we're going to be doing on this slide, and each one of these also has where they're clickable as well. So let's get out of that one. And as we write and as we type, all those are clickable as well, and you can go back to them. So I click on that word and it clicks back into there. So today's focus is I'm going to show you how to make this fun, interactive slideshow with your students and use Cami at the same time. So you go back as all these slides, there's only about 10 slides, 9 slides, but each one is interactive. It clicks to the next one just as if they had kind of like a little game. So the final slide is just simply matching, and it has another screen capture video to go with it to explain to the students what they're going to be doing on that slide right there. As you can see, I'm going to go back to my meet here. I heard a few people come in. Oh, I got quite a few people. Any questions so far? Hi. Let's see. How did I get the video and screen capture? So Cami now has, when you go to screen capture, if I click on that, I have to choose, and I'm going to go ahead and click it. I have to choose entire screen, and that'll put my picture in it and the screen. If I just pick Chrome tab, then it's just going to pick my screen. All right. So now let's go to slides, and I'm going to show you how to create those interactive slides and then open it with Cami. So we start with a blank presentation slide. We're going to name this one, and we'll just name it rhyming again. And I can share these slides with you, especially if you're K-2, and you can change those so that it matches your grade level. And let's go back to here. Let's look at the next lesson. So the next one's consonants. We can even change it to that one, high frequency. So let's do a lesson on the consonants M, S, and T. It says we're teaching the sounds. So that sounds like another fun lesson, modeling. All right, and guiding. So this is all I did. I took what's on here and I simply put it into a slide. Where did I put my slides? I think I accidentally clicked out of it. So back here, I'm going to call this one M, S, and T for now. And spell that right, maybe. Okay. And all I did was pick a plain background. You can add titles to your slides if you want to. And I wouldn't pick something too dark. I would choose something light colored. So I'm going to say, I don't know, something light green. I'm going to go ahead and create my next slide. I'll put my title later because I'm not sure what I want on it, and I may use this one as my blank page in Cami, and I'll detail it more in Cami if I want to. But this one is the one I'm going to be using as the ones I don't want the students to manipulate or move around. So if I want them flattened, because sometimes when you create in Cami and you don't flatten those annotations that you create, the kids can delete them. So I've had a lot of teachers emailing me and telling me, hey, the kids are deleting the stuff I put on there. This is a great way to make sure that the kids do not do that. If you don't want to have to go through the process of flattening the annotations, you can use slides to build your assignment and then put it in Cami and add your instructional pieces afterwards. So I'm just going to put my letters in here, and I'm going to make it kid friendly and of course much bigger. And that's all I'm going to do for this one. I'm going to put a line over here. I need a bigger line because I want them practicing this letter. And I need a lowercase m. And I really didn't check out what all I had to do, but as a teacher, hopefully you really dig into that lesson to make sure you know what you're doing with the letters. So you're doing sounds, you're doing introducing what the letter looks like, and that may all be what you need to do on this one. If you need to add some pictures, just simply find a picture, and you want to use that word transparent so it doesn't give you that white background. And that's a cute one here. And maybe for this one you want to have your kids draw, so leave some space there. And we'll move that up. And that way they can draw something here. And that's what you do. You do the next letter and just change the letters here. And we'll change out our picture. And this is how quick and easy we can build our slides, and then we'll go back and put in those where they can click to those different slides. So something that starts with an S. Snake. Ooh, those are kind of scary. Let's do this one. And of course, it won't let me use that picture. And let's go, because we want it interactive and fun, let's put another picture that is not the M sound. How about a bear? And I'm using cartoony type pictures. Let's do it that way. And we need one that's not here, because I forgot I was going to give you those transparent, those interactive stuff. We need one more slide. And our last letter is T. All right, so let's make these to where they click on the monkey. We're going to push Control K. Let's see. Let's make this one the fun page where they get it right. About and we'll write on here. That's correct. We'll get bold. We'll make it bigger. And exclamation point. And try to even it out here. Let's see. There we go. So that way, when they click this little monkey, if we press Control here, go to slides, that's slide 5. It'll go to that slide. And this slide will put just a blue slide. And we'll put some words that say, try again. So when they click the bear, because it doesn't start with an M, we're going to make that one go to slide 6. And we'll do the same for these. So we highlight it, Control K, go to slide 5, and Control K, slide 6. We're going to mix this one up. I can't see it though. Let's see. There we go. All right. So if my slides are ready, then I am ready to present this. Let me check. If I want them to automatically go to the next one, I can add in my little button. Put a go button. Kids like go buttons, right? Let's put that in. We can explain to the kids what those are. And another go button. Oops. Oh, no wonder. I could just Control C this and just copy it. Now this to go to the next slide. And this one will go to the first slide. So it'll just bring us all the way back to the beginning. All right, and we'll put another button here. And we'll play that. Okay, my lesson is ready for Cami. That's all I'm going to do for my little ones because I don't want to overwhelm them too much. And if I check my stuff here, I'm just going to go over the letter M, and I'm good to do that all through my instructional videos in Cami. So let's open this in Cami and see what that looks like. Open from Google Drive, and it should be the first one here. Let's see, I got a question. That was a few minutes ago. So to make it go to those slides, you Control K. So you right click on that object or picture. And so let's go back to that. You click it, and sometimes you can right click it and you have that option to link it. If not, you can Control K, and then it'll bring up that option to link it to a slide. And then link it to the slide that you want it to go to, and then press apply. All right, so now that it's in Cami, I opened it up. I am ready to add any of the videos that I want to explain to my students what we're doing with this slideshow, how I want them to answer this right here. Do I want them to say the sound with me? Do I want them to answer with a video? I can have them do that. So with my screen capture, I can have explain to them that I want them to say the sound with me. Maybe I want them to draw the letter on the page and then click this. So if they click the right sound, the right animal, it's going to take them to that one. If they click the wrong one, oops, and I forgot to put a back button, but I can put a back button so that it goes back to it. So let's go back here and put those back buttons in. And that's real easy to do as well. Just go back here. Let's look for a back button. About an arrow button. There's one. So my arrow button, and I'm going to flip this around so that it goes the other way. So my arrow button can actually go back to the previous slide. If they get it wrong, oh, that's not where I want that one. Where do I want my back arrow? This one. Oops. Okay, there we go. On the previous slide that they were on. Okay. So then all I have to do is refresh it, and it should be on there now. So if I'm looking at it, I mess up. Oh, it's going to go back to that one. Okay. I'll have to fix that one again, but if you make a mistake, you can go back to your slides, keep it open, and then fix it again so it does work. But these buttons do work. And I accidentally clicked on my screen capture, but there you can see, you can add those features to your quick little slideshow. All right. Any questions so far on how to create a slideshow in combination with Cami?
I have a question.
Yeah.
So I see that you have like that correct slide and a try again slide. How do we know the student is going to reach the correct slide?
So if they click on the monkey, it does go to the correct slide. If they clicked on the walrus, because S starts with snake, not walrus, it's going to go to the try again one. So I put the wrong slide on this one. It's going to go back to that. So I need to fix this one, but I need to fix it so that it goes back to that slide. This one, it clicks on. If the monkey, they click on the monkey, it goes to that one. If they click on the bat, well, they click on the bat. Hold on, let me click on my select tool. Uh-oh. For some reason my bat's not clicking. Yeah, my tiger and my bat are not clicking. I'm not sure why. That's odd. Okay. Yeah, but all my other ones are clicking. For some reason, those got stuck. As you can see, like they're highlighting, but these two aren't. So I'll have to see what happened with these two pictures. So I guess how it's built in Slides is you just have to make sure when you click on your animal here is you make sure that it's clicking to the correct slide. So like this one, I had it to the previous slide, so I need to undo that one and make it go to the correct one instead. So if I want it to go back to slide, and actually I can only make it go to, so maybe have them start at the very first one again. So they'll have to go back to the beginning and try again. Yep. Any other questions? Any questions on how to use, I guess, any of the Cami tools, putting in comments or using the signature or images in Cami? You can put images through Cami, and let's say I wanted to use the ones here. Like I said, if I put images through here, it does have a background. Oh, that one's too big. On some of them, I might be able to find one that's not. And you can move it around and drop it. But when the student gets it on their end, if you don't come over here to right here and flatten it, then those students will be able to delete it. They'll just be able to click on it and delete that picture. And right now, as it is using the slides, the students can't take these letters off. They can't move those letters around. They can't move the pictures around. Oops, I clicked on it. So that's why me personally, I like to use slides to build for the little kids and present the lesson that way. But if you like to build in Cami, you certainly can, and then just use this to flatten the annotations, but I would flatten it before putting the comment tools, like the instructional pieces, on there.
Anita,
Yes, ma'am.
how did you go from Google Slides over to Cami?
So I still have my Google Slides open. I just opened Cami through the app. So I have it in my extensions. I have so many extensions that I have it in this little puzzle piece, but yours might be at the top, like the little K.
Okay.
So I just click on the Cami extension and then open from Google Drive. And then I selected my slideshow from here.
Oh, okay.
So I have different slideshows. I can open another slideshow and open it just the same way. And it takes a little bit, but it's, as you can see, it's going. Depends on how big the file is.
Mm-hmm.
So that's another one that I did with buttons and things like that. So
Okay, thank you.
yeah. All right, so that's it. Unless you have questions on how to flatten. Okay, so when you're in, and I don't want to flatten these. Let me go to a new document. And I'm going to go to a blank page. And I'm going to put some text on here. So if I've written some things, I've put on some pictures on here. Let's put my little froggy here. But if I have a GIF, if I flatten it, it won't be bouncing anymore. So if I put just regular images on here, so pictures, text, I come over here to flatten it. I pick that download icon and I can save it to my computer or I can save it to Google Drive. I want to flatten it before I put any of the comment tools. And then I have to click this flatten annotations and begin my export. And that way when I send it to my kids won't be able to X this out. They will be actually flattened. So if I open this up, it'll be just like this. So they won't be able to move this. They won't be able to change anything on there when they open it up. It'll be stationary. These pictures won't be able to be moved around at all. Did that
Anita,
help?
I have a question.
Yes, ma'am.
So if we flatten it like that, but we've added like links to like I teach art, so if it goes to an art video, um, when it flattens, will that link to that outside source still be there?
That's a good question. I've never tried it.
Okay.
Let's check it out. Let me see. Hi. Let's go to kids video. And I'm just gonna grab a link and put it in here. And I'm gonna go ahead and link it. Okay, so that's a link. And then I'm going to flatten it. And let me go to my drive and open it as though I were opening it for the first time. Which I may have to look for it in all my mess. Export. I didn't name it, so it's just Cami export blank. Sorry, it's taking me a little bit. Steven, do you know where Cami exports go? In the where? Can't find it. Uh-huh. Oh, I found it. Okay, there it is. But that's with me. So, Jana,
Yes.
let me try to send it to you.
Okay.
And maybe
So
we'll
I
try it
can
that
open
way.
it that way.
Because I'm the editor, maybe it's still letting me like edit it.
Uh-huh.
But
And
we can
I usually link them while they're still in slides rather than linking them when I'm in Cami.
kind of like I did, like linking it to another
You
slide,
link
but
it
instead to a
slide. I add my links when I'm in slides.
yeah, and I think it'll still keep the link. I'm pretty sure.
I'll make a copy of one of mine and try it.
Yeah.
And probably message it to my mom.
Yeah, I could send it to like one of my test students that I have in my class, my Google Classroom, and
Yeah.
check it out to see if it works that way too. That's
Okay.
a good
If you want
question.
to send it to me, I'll see.
Yeah, I'll try that.
Thank you, Anita.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, if there's any gentlemen, I don't think there are, but if there's any other questions or if you have anything else that you wanted to learn about Cami, let me know now. You're welcome.
Was it? It really wasn't Cami. Thank you.
It's good to see y'all.
Let me get my. Thank you. We were eating lunch and we didn't want to eat in front of everybody, but we were listening.
Thank you. Thank you, Anita.
Thank
You're
you.
welcome. Kind of just a twist with Cami, but yep. Bye.
Thank you so
Thank you. We
much.
appreciate all the help.
You're welcome.
Hi, Miss Preston. Nice to see you.
How are you?
I'm great. How are you?
I'm good.
That's awesome.
Well, I'm actually an assistant, but I'm trying to get as much info as possible.
Well, you're just awesome like that.
Oh, well, thank you.
Nice to see you. I hope I see you again.
Thank you. Good to see you too.
I was wondering what assistants
I'll log out.
do. I was wondering like what do IAs do right now?
What was
Make more money at McDonald's.
Good to see you. We miss you here in the
not near the
building.
stress.
Good to see you. Bye bye.
And what some of those teachers